coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up
second and 5.
At the 27-yard
line. Here's Carr. He gets this one complete to Bowden. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Bird to return. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and
10
at the 41-yard line.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bowden. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 33. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Newton now to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Sony Michel, his first carry. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Carl Nassib.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They run with Logan. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
A successful screen pass is well choreographed, but this one just didn't come together at all. Couldn't get the blocking, the line, the timing. Everything was off. Let's give a little credit to the defense for finishing off that play for no yardage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Bird on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Newton on the keeper.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on second and 6. Carr. That's complete to Lynn Bowden. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. Bowden. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. Picked off with great anticipation and a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Newton to Michelle on the screen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And we're still just in the third quarter here. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, Michelle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 42, Mike 42, 18. Mike 42, Mike 42. I got you. I got you. Mike 42.
From the gun, Newton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
good.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check great.
This is Logan. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He was brought down.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't hit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Gun. He's checking.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.